where we would be talking and discussing about the leather and leather products, designing career and opportunities, which is the entire of the leather sector offers to all of you. So before I would like to begin my core area of leather goods and leather goods design and footwear design and everything, let me introduce you in a short format to my institution, the institution I belong to, for which I may need to share my screen. And if I do share my screen, then I would like to talk about FDDI. And guys, is my screen visible to all of you? Mr. Mazhar, is it visible to all of you?
Yes. Yeah.
If it is visible, then let me continue with this presentation, and I will guide you to what Footwear Design and Development Institute have to offer to all of you. To start with, we have established ourselves in 1986, and since then we have been serving the footwear or the leather sector industry, and our establishment was based on the philosophy of supplying human resource and the technological consultancy for the leather and leather sector, leather product industry, and with which we have started our training program. Initially, we were only training people on footwear, but gradually over the period of time, we have spread our wings. We have gone into the leather and leather products. We have started leather retail department. We have started fashion design department as well. So now the institute have really grown up. We have approximately 12 full-fledged campuses all across India. And in 2017, we have got the National Institute of National Importance by the Act of FDDI Act. And since then, we are practicing. These are the 12 campuses. If you get to see, we are almost in all the major metropolis and in and around the metropolis of India. So apart from that, one of our the key thing is that we are leading we call it ourselves an university or institution, which is taking the lead in training of people in the sector of leather and leather products, which is predominantly footwear, goods, and retail sector. We have got institution of national importance cadre. We are just like IITs and IIMs in all over India. We have we are covering presently footwear, fashion, retail management, and goods, leather goods, under holistic intervention and under one umbrella. The curriculum has been designed by eminent experts from all spheres of life. We have had our footwear technologists, footwear designers from all over the world contributing to our curriculum. And over the period of time, with consultation with the industry and with the experts, we have got a unique curriculum which is very, very specific to FDDI. And we strongly rely on the field of industry-related projects while we talk about academic training and everything else. We have been doing consultancy with almost a lot of countries all over. We are doing with South Africa, Vietnam, Ethiopia. Recently, we have been, me and Mr. Deepak was there engaged in Ethiopia. Mr. Deepak was there in South Africa as well. We have been doing a lot of consultancy with these countries, not only with the industries of the countries, but to develop their academic program of these countries. We have got 7 campuses of FDDI as a center of excellence. Very recently, we will be starting the few specialized program under the Center of Excellence. We have a very vast network of alumni all over the globe, and we offer centralized placements to all our students. And when we talk about FDDI as a training institution, it is a complete institution by itself. We have been accredited by one of the good ones of SATRA UK, PFI Germany for our laboratories also. We also have training facility and the laboratory facility for testing and everything else. In FDDI, we have four major departments or the disciplines under which you can do your specialization. One is the School of Footwear Design and Production. The second one is the School of Leather Goods and Accessory Design. The third one is School of Fashion Design. The fourth one is School of Retail and Fashion Merchandising. Now, we offer BDES program in, if I'm talking about footwear design and development, footwear design and production module, then we offer BDES in footwear design and production. We also have MDES in footwear design and production. Now, when I will not talk about the career opportunities right now, because I will leave that to Mr. Deepak in the second phase of our conversation. So Mr. Deepak will highlight about the career opportunities involved in the arena of footwear design and production. Now, let's talk about Bachelor's of Design and BDES in Leather Goods and Accessory Design. And the career opportunities are several. Now, if we talk about career opportunities, we can start as a designer as a freelance designer. You can be a stylist, a blogger, and exporters. The first thing, you can become an entrepreneur, which many of my students have been over the period of time, have started their own private labels. You can be a quality control manager. You can be a good merchandiser. So there are many opportunities in leather goods and accessory design. We also have Bachelor's of Design in Fashion Design, where all the modules are almost similar to what any other design institute offers in terms of fashion design. Here, we specialize in the garments to do with fabrics and textiles. We also have a program of retail management. We offer MBA in retail management and BBA in retail and fashion merchandise from FDDI. So these are the four major disciplines we offer. And we have tie-ups with many institutions all over. Few of them are Arstoria, which is in Milan. We have University of Northampton. We have Thomas Bata University. We have FDCI, Fashion Design Council of India, and many other collaborations we have established for over the period of time of so many years now. We have more than about 150 recruiters all over India who's been recruiting our students, not only in India, all over the globe, in fact. Some of the major recruiters you can see on the screen right now. Apart from that, also there are many private labels which is coming up these days, have been recruiting our graduates, or our graduates are starting their own private labels also. About the admission and everything else, I would like to have Mr. Gaurav talking about it. Once you have the questions regarding the admissions in FDDI, then I would ask Mr. Gaurav to take care of this admission process and everything else. Mr. Gaurav can answer some of them. I can give you very briefly about the process about it. It's like you have to, if you want to get into FDDI, you have to start with an online submission of application form. Then you will have an AIST, which is a selection test. Then you will have the result declaration. Then you will have a counseling session. Then you will be getting your seats allotted, and you will have your final call letter. So that's about that's briefly about what we have here about FDDI. Now, if you allow me, I will introduce the leather goods, which I'm specializing in, to all of you, so that and I'm assuring that I'm there to take all the questions or queries, whatever comes on the way. Right after I finish leather goods, I will ask Mr. Deepak to talk about the footwear design and production. So when I talk about leather goods, it's a thing which everybody have to understand. Leather goods is broadly it's a physical form of a product mainly made out of leather, and it is usually targeted for the people who need leather goods. And any form of leather, it has to be relevant in terms of the usage or the utility of it. It has to be functional. So leather goods are functional. Not only caters to fashion, but it caters to some need-based utility also. Leather goods products are to be adaptable to trend. we usually consider the trend and forecast of the current year or the upcoming years, and then we design the products. Each of the products we create has a cost and has a price also attached to it. If I classify leather goods, then I would be covering the four broader areas within which all the leather products can be classified. We call it wearable leather goods. Wearable is something what you wear upon your body, and carryable leather goods. Carryable is something which you do not wear upon your body, but you carry it along with yourself. Then there are products which enhances your surrounding, which can be called as leather lifestyle accessories. Then we have a very, very broader and bigger section, which is industrial sports and adventure segment. Now, if you talk about segmentation of such things, like we have, we are from the wearable point, we have leather hats and jewelries. We have jackets, which you wear it on the upper torso. Then we have gloves and belts and all the kind of knickknacks and things like that, which you have it on your arms and things like that. We have in the lower torso is belt and upholsters and all that. So I'm just giving you the range of the product, what I'm talking about. Then on the leg and foot, of course, you know that you have trousers, skirts, and footwear. So this is a very broader classification of goods, what I am giving you. The carryable accessories are, yes, of course, handbags, wallets, pouch, and various different cases, what you need, coin purses or money clips and all that thing. In the category of lifestyle and accessories, we have all the things, whatever is around you in your office or in your home, which is to do with leather, is all part of leather goods and lifestyle accessories. Then we have this industrial segment, which is a specialized segment, which is maybe car interiors or bike accessories or sports goods. Here you have, we have very specialized products in terms of not only goods, but in terms of footwear also. Now, when you consider every sports require a very specialized footwear. So this is a very broad category of what I have. Here I would like to stop my presentation, and I'm just looking for a link how to do it. So
no,
that's about my presentation. So so Mazhar, I'm still looking for places from where I could stop.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your presentation. Suman Banerjee, this was a very informative discussion. Now I would like to request Mr. Deepak Choudhary to address us. And Mr. Deepak Choudhary is the head of the department in Footwear Technology Department in FDDI. I request sir to start presentation.
Hello, good evening, everyone. So today I'll just explain you about the footwear industry. Basically, footwear industry is a very big industry, and we have a lot of factories in India and abroad also. So I have about 33-year experience in the industry, in that overseas consultancies also I have taken. So now I will explain you about what is the footwear. Basically, I'll just show you now screen I'm going to share with you. Yes. So first I'll give you introduction of the footwear manufacturing process. So footwear industry is a very big industry. Here in the footwear industry, we have a lot of department and a lot of shoes we are making in the footwear industry. So first, the type of footwear, they are basically in the footwear industry, we have a two department. One is the designing department, and then it will come to the construction. So whenever we start our production, in fact, in our factory, so first we will make a design. The application of the footwear define the construction in the design, and designing is the future of the product. The style are created from the basis designing. So in the shoe industry, we make the different type of designing, like a derby shoes, Oxford shoe, court shoe, sandal, slipper, boot, moccasin, slip-on. So this is the basic design. On this design is we make the different type of design. And here I will show you some pictures of the derby shoes. So you have seen the lot of varieties in the derby shoes. So these are the pictures of the derby shoes. So we make this lot of varieties. You will identify when you learn about the shoes manufacturing, then you understand what is the derby shoes. So in the derby shoes, different variety. In the court shoe also, that is a basically ladies shoes. There also we have a lot of varieties. Moccasin, that is a different type of design that you've seen. That is a different type of design in the moccasins. We make more design on the moccasins. That different type of shoes, that is a slip-on, that we call the design. And that particular slip-on design, we make the different type of varieties in the slip-on shoes. Then in the sandal, we call the sandal. You know, everybody call the sandal or shoes. But the sandal, we have a lot of design in the like a derby, Oxford, court shoe, moccasin. That is come to the under to the shoes. When we go to the under of the sandal, you see the different of varieties of the sandal also we make. Then it came boot. In the boot also in the boot, but in the boots also we make the different type of designs. This is a picture of boot. Then in the Oxford shoes, we also make that, see the different type of, we call the Oxford shoes. But when we go and buy the shoes of Oxford shoes, there is also, we have the lot of designs in the Oxford shoe. Then is the slippers that is commonly used in your bathroom, in your house, and the simple one that we call the slippers. So we have the lot of varieties of the slippers. So this all of product we will not make in the one shoes. So in the all type of product, we will make the different type of shoe factories. So we have a lot of job opportunity in this footwear industry to establish the different type of the shoe company that has already shown you. Then canvas shoes, that is a different type of shoe factory we established for the shoe canvas. So the canvas shoes, it's look like this. Basically, it's made by that fabric or like a synthetic. Then it came to the sport shoe. This is a different type of varieties of the shoes. Mostly, you know that sport shoes we are wearing while playing the sports. So there, that type of company we established, like Nike, Reebok, Adidas. These are the brand. These companies is not manufacturing the shoes. This is the brand, but the manufacturing company is a separate. They given their designs to the factories, different factories with their specification. Then in the production, we make the different type of design and we put the brand like Nike, Reebok, Adidas, or the another brand. So the people know that is that Nike have a factory or Adidas have a factory. But this is a basically, so they are doing the sourcing, they are giving their brand. But for the manufacturing, pardon? Hello. So for the manufacturing, that this type of product, they are giving the manufacturing units, and that then it came to the safety boots. For the safety purpose, we established different type of the factory for the safety shoes. And then it's this type of shoes we make, the different type of construction also we are using. In the one type of construction, we will not make this all type of shoes. So different type of shoes, we are using the different type of construction. So I am just going to inform you that the cemented glass construction basically used is mostly in that market. Like what is that shoes we are wearing commonly, that is made by the cemented glass construction. The another type of construction is a Goodyear belted construction. This is a very expensive method to be, but to making of the shoes, the way we making that we are calling the Goodyear belted construction. Then is a stitch down construction, Straubel construction, California construction, and DMS construction. So this basically that we are using the different type of construction. So this all the different construction we are not making in the factory. So all one type of construction, we will establish one type of factory and then we make their shoes in that. So now I'm going to share with you in the brief that we will establish the company also for the component also, not for the shoe. that the shoe is making only the assembling the component, or that we have an opportunity in the footwear industry for the component industry also. For the making of shoes, we need a different type of component. With that component, we will make a shoe. So what material and what the things we need, and that industry is also surviving with this shoe industry, that is the leather industry, synthetic industry, and the fabric industry. So for making of the shoes, we need a leather, we need a synthetic, we need a fabric. So these three industries also is working with the footwear industry. And the another industry, we need to be thread for the making of shoes. Then we need a counter, toe puff, insole, sole, adhesive, boxes, laces, eyelets. So all this component we will not making in the shoe industry. This all the material that we are sourcing from the another industry like a leather industry, or that adhesive industry, or the eyelet industry. Now, what is the sole? Sole, it's basically it's made by the sole industry. So from the sole industry, we are buying the soles. So we are using different type of soles for to making a shoes. For the basically sole is the bottom part of that our shoes. So the sole is made by either in leather material, either it would be made in PVC material, either it would be made polyurethane, we call the PU, and then the thermoplastic rubber, resin rubber, or maybe the rubber soles also we will develop. So the people is this sole is developing in the sole industry. So we need a sole. What type of sole we are using? According to the soles, that your shoe cost will be increase or decrease. If you are using PVC sole, that is a very cheaper one. The cost will go very low. Now the another components we need for the making of the shoes, that is the insole, we call midsole. So the what is the midsole? Between the upper and the soles we are using, that is a one type of material. I'm showing you the picture that we call the insole. So insole is made by the cellular board, jelly flexing PU insole, shank board, midsole rubber, and leather board. So these are the material we are using for the insole. Then it came for the counter stiffener. We need a, for making of a shoe, we need a counter stiffener material also to making a shoe. That is a solvent dip material that will be thermal activity, and the pre-molded leather board. So different type of the counter stiffener we are using. So according to shoes, like if you are using the sport shoe, if you are making that casual shoes, if you are making that sandals, so different type of the counter stiffener we are using for different type of the. Then we need a, for the shoe, the another component we need for, that is the toe puff, that basically we are using in the front part of the shoe. So that is a different type of material we are using, that is a thermoadhesive, solvent base, and steel toe cap. So basically steel toe cap we are using only for the safety boots, and the solvent base and thermal shoes we are using in the sport shoe and the casual shoes. Then it came to that another part, that is a component we need, that is a shank. That shank also we made the different material, either steel shank, wooden shank, single flute, and the double flute. Then we need for adhesive also, that different type of adhesive we are using for the shoe making, that is a polyamide, polyester, latex, rubber solution, and polyurethane. Then we need a lining also, material. Without lining, that shoe will not look nicely. So in the upper we are using leather, synthetic, fabric, other materials. Same in the lining also we are using the leather lining, synthetic, PU, cambrel, PVC, or the fur. So that is most of this material we are either we are importing from the other country, and this a lot of companies open in India also. So we are buying this material from the companies. If you need a leather also we are using different animal leather we are using. Then we need accessories also. So that accessory industry is also linked with the footwear industry. So we need an accessory for like a buckles, like eyelets, rivets, and the different types of the trim is also required in the shoes, like in the sandal, in the shoe also we need. Then we came for the reinforcement in that, with the shoe industry. we need a reinforcement also. So that reinforcement also we buy from that from the company. That is a reinforcement sheet, interlining cloth, woven, non-woven, self-adhesive, and thermo-adhesive. Then we need a welt also. When we are making the Goodyear welted shoes, I already explained you that is a one type of construction, Goodyear welted construction. For that type of shoes, we need a leather belt and rubber belt. Then we need a heels also. When we are making the ladies shoes or high heel shoes, then we need a heels for to making a shoes. Then a rubber, PU, woods, then leather. This type of materials we are using for the heels. Then that lot of tooling industry is also linked with the footwear industry, and a lot of people is getting a job in the tooling industry also. So in the tooling industry, we need a model for soles, last, PVC, wooden, needle, thread gauge, measuring tape, clicking dies. So this type of tools also we will not develop in the our shoe factory. These tools we required for that our making of the shoe. So that lot of people is getting a job in this tool industry also through footwear industry. So this is a brief introduction I given you regarding that job opportunity. So we don't have the job opportunities in the footwear industry, not to the making of the shoes. The making of shoes is basically is a designing, and then it is a process of production. In the production, we have a different area. First, we will cut the material like a leather, synthetic, whatever the material we are going to be cut. That is a one department, that is a cutting department. After cutting component, it will be stitched. That means to make a upper. So when we are going to the second stage, it will be go for stitching. That is the next department. First is a designing department. Second is a cutting department. Third is a closing or either stitching department. Fourth is our component department. To there we make the all the insoles, soles, the other component we make in the component department. And after it will go to the last department, there is a lasting and finishing and packing. So lasting and then finishing, and after it will go to the final packing. So these are the department of the footwear industry. So we need a lot of manpower to making a shoes. And if you see in the footwear industry, basically this is the footwear industry is the manpower oriented industry. So without the manpower, we will never make a good shoes. And to making a one shoes, we need a, for example, per person, it's make per day 4 to 5 pair per person will make. For example, if we have in our factory 500 manpower, then multiply by 5 people, 5 pair per person, that much pair means that 500 pairs will make the per day like that. So this is a brief introduction I given you about the footwear industry. And footwear industry is a very big industry, and there is a lot of job opportunities is there, and not for the complete shoe. Particular, we need a manpower for the department also, like a cutting department, closing department, component department, lasting department. So these are the department we need a skilled manpower and the trained manpower. So these are, I explained you about the footwear industry. If you have any question or queries, please ask me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Deepak, for a brief introduction and explaining the process of footwear making and also opportunities. We will take questions. All are requested. सबसे request है कि जिसको भी कोई question पूछना हो तो अपना hand raise करें. We also have Mr. Gaurav Tiwari here. If any question is there regarding the course or any curriculum, he will answer that questions. And also we have Mr. Suman Banerjee and Deepak Choudhary. Mr. Deepak Choudhary, they will also answer the questions. जिसको को भी question करना हो अपना please hand raise करें. Then आपको सवाल जो है इसमें लिया जाएगा. I think I'll start with one question, sir.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
This footwear manufacturing process, this is an institute, actually, FDDI you're telling.
Yeah.
But if you want to go into commercial aspect, or if you want to establish any industry or any factory for this, what can be the first step actually, what we should be being a non-expert or non-expert of footwear, just as a businessman, what things we should take care, or what should we consider actually to take a leap into this?
Yeah, Mr. Mazhar, you see, like for every trade or for every area, wherever you want to get into, you have to have some basic knowledge about that particular subject. You cannot start an enterprise without having any knowledge of the product that you're going to manufacture. So if you wanted to start an enterprise of your own, if you wanted to establish your own factory, the first step should be to learn at least a bit of it. We in FDDI also earlier we used to offer short-term programs. Currently, we are not continuing with the short-term programs, but yes, we can invite some students, and you have to attend the course, whichever discipline. Either you want to manufacture a footwear, you wanted to manufacture a goods or leather garments or fashion garments or whatever. You need to learn about that particular subject in and out. And once you learn, our curriculum is such that we not only give you tutorials in a classroom, we give you a lot of live projects from the industry. And within our curriculum also, and in intervals of within the intervals of the semester, we offer you internship in the industry. So what happens is, while you are studying here in FDDI, you learn how the industry functions. So that adds up to your industry experience. And once you complete the 4 years of study here, then you can obviously have the expertise to understand what goes into designing or production of a particular product. Then you can start your own enterprise. It's not a big thing.
Excellent. This is a 4-year program you're saying to learn or to understand the industry. But what about a person who is already into business, like me or anybody, who cannot do any kind of course, or he cannot take out 3 to 4 years of time? What can be the way forward for such persons?
Yeah, I would ask you people to take a few of our students. They'll guide you through it.
Okay.
Or
nice.
we can be as like we do undertake consultancy projects. We can come into your help to establish you establish your factory or things like that. We can take up this consultancy on our own level.
Sure. Excellent. Thank you, sir. बारी साहब, अपना सवाल पूछिए.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Banerjee, sir, I am very much thankful for your very informative talk. We not expect this kind of opportunities available in the this industry, footwear industry.
Yeah.
One, I would like to ask one question, sir. Nowadays, one diabetic foot products are coming in the market, either genuine or fake. Somebody has misleading.
No, sir. All of them are very, very genuine, because they are. We undertake a lot of research work in order to design such kind of a footwear. They are called specialized footwear or doctored footwear. You can say we not only design for diabetic footwear, we have been designing for special operation footwear. Like, for instance, like those soldiers, those who are under the extreme heat or extreme cold, they require a very specialized footwear. FDDI have been doing research, and we have developed a lot of footwear. We have been giving consultants to DRDO and a lot of other units. We have been making footwear specialized for those who are working with electrical work and things like that. For every sports activity, there is specialized footwear. Mr. Deepak can highlight about these kind of special footwears. And right now, what you asked is diabetic footwears. They are not fake. They are specifically designed, keeping your specific need. They are not generic. They are foot specific. Your foot would have your footwear. It is not generically available. I hope I answered. मैं बारी साहब आपको जवाब मैं दे सका कि नहीं?
Yeah.
अगर फर्दर और कोई सवाल हो तो आप पूछ लें.
ये कहीं कोई कंपनी जेन्युइन कंपनी बना रही है या ऐसी मार्केट में अवेलेबल?
सर इसके बारे में मैं बहुत ज्यादा जानकारी नहीं दे पाऊंगा
क्योंकि
कंपनी के
आजकल
बारे में।
डायबिटिक हर 4th आदमी को डायबिटिक है।
जी
They
बिल्कुल,
want to wear
आपको
the diabetic.
इस तरह की चीजों के लिए आपको किसी न किसी स्पेशलाइज्ड फुटवेयर मैन्युफैक्चरर से बात करनी पड़ेगी जो इस तरह के फुटवेयर बनाते हैं। मेरे पास इस वक्त वो इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है कि कौन सी कंपनी इस वक्त बना रही है। मिस्टर दीपक, अगर आपके पास हो तो
पर्टिकुलर वी डोंट हैव द नेम ऑफ दैट कंपनी कि जो डायबिटीज का शूज डेवलप कर रही है, बट इफ यू विल सी दैट बेसिकली बिग कंपनीज जो हैं बना रही हैं, और बाकी हम लोग अदर्स उसमें भी कंपनीज हैं, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया ऑलरेडी दैट पर्टिकुलर वन टाइप ऑफ शूज दैट इज बेसिकली इज मेकिंग बाय वन टाइप ऑफ कंपनीज। कोई जैसे डायबिटिक का शूज है, हम एक पर्टिकुलर कंपनीज जो है जो वही बना सकती है, या जैसे सेफ्टी बूट्स है वो पर्टिकुलर एक कंपनी बनाएगी। तो हर डिजाइन का और हर प्रोडक्शन का दैट इज स्पेशलाइजेशन है, वो अपना बनाते हैं। अब डायबिटीज की आप कोई कंपनीज है जो आप बता सकते हैं जिसने आपको ऑफर किया है, तो हम आपको बता सकते हैं कि दैट इज अ जेन्युइन और द डुप्लीकेसी।
हाँ बारी साहब, अगर आपके पास कोई फुटवेयर है जिसे आप पहन रहे हैं और पहनने के बाद अगर कोई तकलीफ आ रही तो हम आपको मदद कर सकते हैं इस बारे में। बाकी कंपनीज के बारे में हम थोड़े मालूमात करके हम आपको जानकारी जरूर शेयर कर देंगे।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच, वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव सर। हम इतना डिटेल है बोल के नहीं समझे ये फुटवेयर डिजाइन में।
शुक्रिया शुक्रिया।
गौरव साहब का भी शुक्रिया सर, थैंक यू सर।
So one more question is from रफीक जलील साहब, अपना सवाल पूछिए।
सर आपका प्रेजेंटेशन तो बहुत इंफॉर्मेटिव था, थोड़ा सा नेट डिस्टर्ब होने से मैं बीच में कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन मिस कर दिया। सर स्कोप इसमें किसमें सर के मतलब डाइज बनाने में है या फिर इसको किस सेक्टर में ज्यादा स्कोप है फुट इंडस्ट्री में?
देखिए फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्रीज में इस वक्त तो आप फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री में नॉट फॉर ओनली मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ द फुटवेयर वेयर, मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी इसीलिए एक्सप्लेन किया है कि फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री से लॉट ऑफ अदर इंडस्ट्रीज ज्वाइंट है। फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री तो उनको जब तक सोर्सेज कंपनीज नहीं होंगी, जैसे डाई मेकिंग कंपनीज नहीं है, इंसोल कंपनीज नहीं, इंसोल मेकिंग कंपनीज नहीं है, सोल मेकिंग कंपनीज नहीं है, लास्ट मेकिंग कंपनीज नहीं है, देन मशीन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज नहीं है, तो नॉट ओनली फुटवेयर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी ही नहीं आपके लिए जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज है। आपको जब तक फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री से रिलेटेड जो कंपनीज नहीं होंगी तो फुटवेयर कभी डेवलप ही नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि फैक्ट जो फुटवेयर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनी वो ऑलरेडी ही अपने में एक इतना बड़ा यूनिट होता है जिसके लिए हमें, मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया कि लॉट ऑफ अदर इंडस्ट्रीज ज्वाइन। आप चाहें तो आप डाई मेकिंग का प्लांट खोल सकते हैं, आप चाहें तो लास्ट की कंपनी खोल सकते हैं, आप चाहें तो जो इसके सोर्स हील की कंपनी है बनाने की, आप वो खोल सकते हैं। तो खाली शू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का ही हमारे लिए स्कोप नहीं है, इसमें अदर इंडस्ट्रीज जो है वो सब हमारे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो इसी वजह से मैंने आपको बताया कि इसमें जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी इतनी ज्यादा है, नॉट फॉर ओनली शू मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, अदर इंडस्ट्रीज भी आपकी इसके अंदर इन्वॉल्व है।
रफीक साहब, इसमें एक बहुत बड़ा चैनल और होता है जिसमें हम कहते हैं मर्चेंडाइजिंग एंड मार्केटिंग। ये भी एक चैनल है जो कि शायद सारे बिजनेस के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, फुटवेयर के साथ में खास करके बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है, क्योंकि आप देखिए विदेशों में जो फुटवेयर भारत में बनते हैं और विदेशों में बिकते हैं, इन दोनों के बीच में एक लिंक होता है जिसे हम मर्चेंडाइजर कहते हैं, जो या बायर कहते हैं, जिसे वो पता होता है कि यूरोप में क्या बिकने वाला है, वो उसी तरह की चीजें इंडिया से चुनता है। तो इसके लिए आपकी स्पेशलाइजेशन जरूरी नहीं कि फुटवेयर में ही हो, आप अगर मार्केटिंग स्पेशलाइजेशन से भी बिलोंग करते हैं तो भी हमारी फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री के साथ जुड़ सकते हैं। और ऐसे हजारों एलाइड यूनिट्स हैं जिसके साथ आप जैसे ये बात कर रहे थे अभी, हमारे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो टेस्टिंग लैबोरेटरीज के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, वो फुटवेयर की ट्रेनिंग लिए हैं। अब वो फुटवेयर में कई बार क्या होता है कि कुछ चीजें बिकने से पहले कुछ टेस्ट रिपोर्ट जनरेट करने होते हैं कि जैसे कि अगर ये इतनी फ्लेक्सिंग के बाद में ये टूटेगा या नहीं टूटेगा, बहुत सारी टेस्टिंग होती है, लेदर की जेन्युइन की टेस्टिंग होती है। ये टेस्टिंग इंडस्ट्री के साथ भी जुड़े हुए हैं बहुत सारे लोग हैं। तो सिर्फ ये जरूरी नहीं है कि फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री में जॉब के लिए आपको फुटवेयर सीखना ही है। अगर आप साइंस ग्रेजुएट्स हैं, अगर आप बायोकेमिस्ट्री में इंटरेस्टेड हैं, तो आप टेस्टिंग लैबोरेटरी के साथ भी जुड़ सकते हैं इस फुटवेयर मॉड्यूल को करने के बाद में। तो आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज अपार है, क्योंकि देखिए इस वक्त जो पैरेलल एकेडमिक्स है उसके साथ में जो दूसरे ऑल्टरनेटिव्स अभी हम आपको ऑफर कर रहे हैं, ये alternatives आपके लिए शायद एक बेहतर रास्ता खोल के देगा. So that way it is quite beneficial.
Good. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Sir, actually, sir, मैं already एक business में हूँ. मैं कुछ diversified field में जाना चाह रहा हूँ, जिसमें मैं ज्यादा टाइम भी नहीं और लिमिटेड इन्वेस्टमेंट के साथ में. तो कितना मैं अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट लेके और क्या सेक्टर में जाना चाहिए, एक एज एक्सपर्ट आपका एडवाइस क्या होगा?
Rafiq Saab, I would recommend you to be meeting us, separately for this, because
Okay.
what you're talking about is a business proposition, which needs to be worked out depending upon the opportunities and a lot of other areas which we have to take care of. Right? We can sit back sometime else.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thank you very much for the answer.
Sir. Thank you.
Satisfied.
Yes, there is somebody else who's wanted to ask. Syed,
yeah, Mr. Syed, you want to ask something?
हाँ, गुड इवनिंग सर. हेलो.
हाँ, Mr. Syed.
हाँ सर, जैसा कि मैं महाराष्ट्र से बिलोंग करता हूँ सर.
हाँ जी सर.
और मैं फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री में पिछले लास्ट 10 ईयर से काम कर रहा हूँ, एज ए ट्रेडर कर रहा हूँ मैं सर. तो महाराष्ट्र में अगर अब मैं कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट लगाना चाह रहा हूँ, तो महाराष्ट्र में उसका कैसा स्कोप रहेगा? जैसा कि फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री का जो अपर वगैरह जो बनता है ना सर, तो उसको तो स्किल लेबर रिक्वायर्ड है, और ये लगभग दिल्ली साइड से माल आता है, दिल्ली हरियाणा साइड से. तो वहां पर कैसा ये मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बने हुए हैं, वहां पर बहुत सारे सोल्स इंसोल्स वगैरह अवेलेबल होते हैं. अगर मैं महाराष्ट्र में प्लांट लगाना चाह रहा हूँ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, तो उसमें क्या कोई दिक्कत आ सकती है? मतलब
नहीं, आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. उसमें हम लोग पूरी हेल्प करते हैं. जो आपकी मैन पावर है उसको ट्रेंड करते हैं, मतलब वर्कर्स से लेके मैनेजर तक हम सब ट्रेनिंग देते हैं. जिसके बाद तो खाली आपको मैन पावर अरेंज करना है, अपना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अरेंज करना है, किस जगह पे आप अपनी कंपनी खोलना चाहते हैं, उसके लिए मशीन क्या क्या चाहिए, वो उससे लेके मैन पावर को ट्रेंड करने तक की पूरी जो है हम लोग FDDI इस बार की जिम्मेवारी लेता है. और हम आपके जो न्यू वर्कर्स होंगे उनको ट्रेंड करते हैं प्रोडक्शन के लिए.
अच्छा, मतलब आप कंसल्टेंसी प्रोवाइड करते हैं? मतलब
कंसल्टेंसी पूरी आपको, कि कौन कौन सी मशीन की जरूरत है, कैसे जितने मैन पावर है उनको, जैसे कटिंग के लिए, क्लोजिंग के लिए, स्टिचिंग के लिए, पूरा अपर और पूरा शू बनाने के लिए. अगर आपने जैसे कितने पेयर का शू प्लांट लगाना है, सबसे पहले तो आपको ये डिसाइड करना है कि आपको डेज के कितने पेयर बनाने. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया कि अगर आप 100 आदमी रखते हो तो पर डे के आप 500 पेयर बना सकते हैं
जी.
हाँ, तो आपका सबसे पहले टारगेट आपका होना चाहिए कि आपने कितने पेयर का जो टारगेट, क्योंकि जैसे अगर बड़ी कंपनी आप लगाना चाहते हैं तो उस तरीके से आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लगाना पड़ेगा. तो वो जितनी भी आपको मशीन की कंसल्टेंसी, जो मैन पावर को ट्रेन करने की कंसल्टेंसी, वो सब हम लोग FDDI प्रोवाइड करता है.
अच्छा. जैसा कि सर मैं देख रहा हूँ, जैसा महाराष्ट्र में 2-3 ही प्लांट लगे हैं अभी तक. एक कोल्हापुर साइड में लगा था, ताजगांव तरफ, ओनली पूजा के नाम से.
एक राम एक्सपोर्ट है बॉम्बे में आपका.
जी,
राम एक्सपोर्ट.
जी. हाँ. इधर एक ताजगांव में ओनली पूजा के नाम से एक प्लांट लगाया था, तो उनके ओनर से मेरी बात हुई थी, तो वो उन्होंने बता रहे थे उनका भी प्लांट क्लोज हो गया. तो उनको जो बेसिकली दिक्कत आई है मैन पावर की आई है, मतलब उनको मैन पावर अवेलेबल नहीं हो पा रहा था इधर महाराष्ट्र में.
मैंने आपको यही बताया है कि देखिए, शू इंडस्ट्री के लिए आपको मैन पावर जो है सबसे ज्यादा चाहिए होती है. इसमें जो मैन पावर डिप्लॉयमेंट है वो सबसे ज्यादा मिलता है. और इसमें शू में आपका मार्जिन भी जो है वो बहुत तगड़ा है, अच्छा मार्जिन है, आपको मालूम है वो बात, ठीक है ना. तो जो शू में मार्जिन लेने के लिए सबसे पहले इसमें मैन पावर जितनी ज्यादा आप डिप्लॉयमेंट करेंगे, उतने पेयर आपके प्रोडक्शन ज्यादा निकलेंगे, उतना आपका मार्जिन ज्यादा बनेगा. तो सीधा सा शू इंडस्ट्री का आपका गेम है कि मैन पावर मैक्सिमम ट्रेंड करिए, मैक्सिमम मैन पावर अपने यहाँ पर डिप्लॉयमेंट करिए और मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्शन निकालिए. जब मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्शन आप निकालेंगे, मैक्सिमम आपका मार्जिन ऑटोमेटिकली आपके हाथ में आएगा.
ओके.
थैंक यू सर. मिस्टर गौरव तिवारी साहब से भी क्वेश्चन है. ये जो एकेडमिक डिटेल्स है कि कोर्स में क्या क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, क्या क्या कोर्सेस अवेलेबल हैं, और एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया क्या है इसमें एडमिशन का, थोड़ा सा उसके बारे में भी थोड़ा सा हमको गाइड करें.
Sir, just like you know about FDDI, that we are providing 4 different courses. First one is B-Footwear Design and Production. So Deepak sir already tell everyone about the career prospects and what they can do after doing such kind of courses from FDDI. And about the course content, you will get all the information on our website. When you visit, there is a prospectus. There is small brief introduction is given in the prospectus about the courses and about eligibility criteria for BDES footwear design and production. The candidate has to be clear his or her class 12th from any stream. And online forms are also available on our website because forms has to be filled online only. And our the entrance examination is already scheduled on 4th of July. Last date to fill the form online is 15th of June. And in prospectus, if any candidate is interested, he or she will get the examination pattern also, on which pattern we are taking our entrance examination, what the things are coming into the examinations, like aptitude test, business aptitude test, comprehensions, English grammar, kind of thing they have to prepare before examination.
This institute have branches in how many parts of India?
We have 12 campuses all over India. We have 12 campuses all over India. In South India, we have 2 campuses in Chennai and in Hyderabad. Rest other campuses in North India like Jodhpur, Kolkata, Patna, Chandigarh, Chhindwara, Banur, Noida. Noida is our head office.
I think, if anybody have queries regarding FDDI admission process or FDDI as in whole, I recommend, Mr. Gaurav, as Gaurav said, you must visit our website. It is www.fddiindia.com. So if you visit that website, I think all your queries regarding, how many centers, where are they located, what is their address, what is their location, you would get it all, I suppose.
Actually, sorry to interrupt you, sir. The sir is telling you to visit our website. The main reason is just you have to type on Google FDDI homepage and directly will transfer to FDDI website. And once the person who is interested in FDDI, if he or she will be read the prospectus, like he came to know about the things like after doing B- footwear design and production, after B- leather goods and accessory designing, how many career prospects are there, so that they can do after a completion of one course, they can make their career in there are several different fields. Okay, like in footwear designing and production, like they can go for designing, they can go for production, they can go for merchandising, they can go for some other things. So after having information from the prospectus, they can know each and everything about the courses, their career prospects, what are the major recruiters, what are the placements are doing for the students, what is the examination date, what is the last date of the online form submission, what is the AIST examination date. We have all over India 32 examination centers for all India selection test, including FDDI Hyderabad campus is also the examination center in Hyderabad.
Sure, it is a very good opportunity for all of you. I would like to invite all of you to our campus. Once you people visit our campus, you will get to know the kind of infrastructure what we have, and plus you can meet all of us in person. Mr. Deepak and Mr. Gaurav is also available in campus, and since most of you belong to this particular region of Hyderabad, so you can visit very easily, and it's on a very good location. It would not be very difficult to find out the institution. Please do make a visit.
Sure. We'll do so.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. कोई और सवाल है किसी का तो हैंड रेज कीजिए. I think no more questions, sir. We will move towards conclusion. It was a wonderful session. Thank you very much, Mr. Suman, Mr. Deepak Choudhary, Mr. Gaurav. It was wonderful, informative session. We'll definitely plan to, hopefully whoever is interested will visit the institute or campus to know more details and understand the opportunities in courses as well as the business. It was a nice, informative session, sir. We'll Rifah, on behalf of Rifah Chamber of Commerce, I would like to thank you, thank all of you for giving your valuable time and making us aware of this industry and the opportunity. And I also thank all the participants who joined us today in this webinar. about this footwear technology and leather design, leather technology. It was wonderful to have all of you here. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, all of you. Thank you very much.
Good night. Take care.
Good.
Thank you.